Welcome back. So now let's talk about the four types and how we approach marketing with the four types in mind. And once you hear the ideas that are coming across right now, you'll understand that maybe you've been doing the marketing right or wrong. In any case, when you start doing marketing according to your type, you will see how magnetic you become and how much easier it is to create money, to ask for money, and to for those of you that need to wait for the right invitations, because they're going to start flooding your inboxes. So the manifestors, 9% of the population, you have the archetype of the revolutionary, okay? And you're here to inform, okay, everybody, what you're about to do. So the faster you act and the faster you talk about where you're going in your marketing, the more magnetic you become to the outside world. Okay, so you don't have to wait. Remember, you get to harness the natural magnetism, and you must initiate all the ideas with power and with speed. So you're not here to ask permission. You're here to take charge and tell other people what to do. So the tone of a manifester is completely raw, unapologetic, very powerful, very fearless, very courageous, very certain, very bold. And you'll start to notice people that are like that. So most likely they're probably manifestors, people that are showing up like that online. And sometimes it feels like the energy is repelling, but it's because this is their source power. Okay. So in your content, this is what I'm about to go do. This is where you should go. It's going to be great. These are the benefits of this product. So you should come with me. I've had an experience with this, and this is the best. So this is what the manifestor does in their marketing materials. Come with me and do this. You're going to succeed. Either way, if you come or not, I'm still going. Okay. This is how you can join me. This is how you can join me. This is how you can jump on board. This is the level of investment that I need. This is the number of people I need to go out and get me that investment. These are the number of workers I need for this new company that I'm starting. Okay, just to let you know, I'm already starting this. This is what I need. Okay, so the biggest thing for manifestors is to not need to ask questions from their audience. So don't ask questions like what you want to learn, because this diminishes your power and your natural magnetic ability to inform and tell people what to do. So you got to give orders. You got to give people something to respond to. Okay? So listen and trust your inner authority and stand in this raw power as opposed to the broad-ended questions. Okay? So the next is the generator and the manifesting generator, that friendly energy. And that archetype is that of like a talk show host, TV show host, sports fan, commentator, like somebody who's really friendly, and you can feel that friendly energy. And it really like it draws you to it because of that natural magnetism, because of all that life force that is coming through the sacral center. Okay, so the sacral center magnetizes things to you because it's like a battery. It attracts everything towards you when you use it correctly. So with the right offers, the right ideas, the right clients, and the right money, they come to you at the right time, magnetized. So you don't need to worry about the future because you're here to respond in the now. Okay, so make sure if you're a manifesting generator or generator, you're not here to initiate anything. The best way for you is to use your magnetism and that sacral energy in your marketing. Okay, so you remember, you operate in black and white, you respond, you say yes, no, you don't understand, maybe. Okay, so maybe is not the correct answer for you for anything that you do. You're here to respond to ideas and give your opinions. So you are the generator. The reason why you're really good at being somebody who talks like for a show, TV show, spokesperson at a convention is because of your friendly energy. Okay, so you're here to add to the conversation. You provide the commentary. So one really good example of a generator is Oprah Winfrey. Okay, and I believe also Tony Robbins, because they share their opinions with their guests, response back and forth. Okay, so the biggest and most important thing for generators and manifesting generators is wait to respond. Okay, wait to respond with your sacral when your whole body lights up before you take actions. If you initiate anything and your sacral is not getting lit up, you are going to feel frustrated. Okay, so this is the big trap of a lot of manifesting generators is the fear that nothing is going to happen if you wait. Because that's what they used to teach you in school, right? So remember the truth that the right opportunities are always on the horizon, but you got to create space for them to come to you. And trust to respond only to the ones that light you up. So stay patient until the right ones come so you can respond to them. And your sacral center can only respond in the moment with a yes, no. So it does not know how to do maybe. Okay? So follow that yes, no, and trust that to the T, because then you'll receive more things to respond to. So ask yourself, is this something I really want to do? And let your body tell you. Okay? Or write it down. Remember that the answers are always going to come to you immediately. So the tone is you're very comedic. You're really funny. You're very friendly. You're very passionate. You're very fiery. You may be intense and you may be very opinionated. And your opinions most of the time are welcome. So what it looks like in content making is that when you see something you like, you get to go comment on it. Like, whoa, I strongly agree. This is the most amazing. Yes, yes, yes. Or if you strongly disagree about something, you get to say this is absolutely wrong. And here is why. Okay, you get to say yes, no, agree, disagree, and why you're passionate about something. So the biggest thing and my biggest advice for manifesting generators is to wait for the sacral to guide you before you take any actions. Because if you're initiating actions without the sacral being all lit up and not knowing the response coming from the inside, from your intuition, your content and offers are not going to work out because it's going to appear dull to the world. Okay? So you got to let go of that trap of thinking that things aren't going to happen if you don't act faster. So anytime you are about to create a marketing material, make sure that you create it in such a way that you are responding to something and your sacral lights up. You get a full body yes, because you feel like you're really contributing to the conversation. Okay? So projectors. The archetype for projectors is the guide, as we talked about earlier. And the strategy, you have to wait for an invitation. You have to have enough patience to wait until the right invitations come and take you out of the current thing you're doing, okay? So your natural magnetism comes from this ability to understand people, because you're laser focused right into them, and systems. This is why I love human design, marketing systems, everything systematic. Okay? So you become magnetic by mastering something specific and demonstrating your wisdom in that specific area. So the more you can recognize yourself as the masterful in that area and your wisdom, because of your experience in that thing that you are so passionate about, the more other people will recognize it inside of you too, and naturally invite you and your expertise to guide them. So the tone for a projector is wise, strategic, relatable, understanding, efficient, and helpful. So when you're creating content as a projector, you gotta relate back to, I've walked in your shoes. I walked this path before. This is what I learned. These are the insights from my experience. And now it's your turn. It's your time to also have this experience. And this is the best way to do things. This is the most efficient way to do things. This is the most effective way to do things. This is the most intelligent way to do this. This is the most strategic way to do this. So make sure as a projector that you always focus on your audience, because your audience is your hero. And the spotlight should always be about them, because you are projecting other people. Remember, you're the projector in the room. The projector needs something to project on the screen. Okay? You are the guide that helps them project and understand themselves. And that's your mission here. is through your wisdom, help people and systems by guiding them. So remember, as a projector, it's not about you, it's about them. But the wisdom comes from your individual experiences, having been there, having done that. So the most important thing is don't give any advice unless it has been asked for, both in business and in personal. Do not guide if you haven't been invited to do so. So in between the invitation, relax, do your self-care practices, practice acknowledging yourself, because the invitations will come. You'll have the opportunities. Your success is inevitable when you respond, when you respond to the right invitations. Okay. Last but not least, the reflector is the reflect. It's like a mirror archetype. And the strategy is to wait the 28 days, the whole lunar cycle, before making major decisions. And the magnetism is dependent on your environment, because your environment is what you reflect. So it's extremely important for you to surround yourself with people and places that you find inspiring, fulfilling, and enjoyable, because you have this intuitive gift that you can reflect back all the energies around you on a cosmic collective level. Okay, so you'll be able to see things that other people may miss. You are most fair and objective of all types, and you play the best advocate. You're here to help humanity, to champion humanity, and show us really what's happening and where we can improve it. You're here to show us what we cannot see and help us understand our intuitive abilities even more. So if you're a reflector, the tone that's going to come across is very unbiased, objective, very fair, very, very intuitive, very psychic, very same kind of, you're going to use the same kind of tone, very wise, very soft. Okay, so in your marketing copy, you get to tell us what's happening on a collective level, how humanity is impacted by certain things that are happening in the world or in communities. This is what will make you feel good. You can tell people this is what we're missing, or this is what's going to make us all feel good, and this is the truth about what's happening. So reflectors, they have this crazy way to get information from the cosmos. So reflectors get to learn about these daily transits of the planets in astrology and their gates, so they can use their openness, because they're fully open, into a deeper level of awareness to help us progress as a collective. Okay, so they are here to show us the full human effect of the movement of the planets on continual basis. Okay, so I want you all to now go jot down a couple of things about how you, as the energetic type, have been doing your marketing, and how now, after listening to this message, you're going to transform the way you do your marketing based on your type. Okay, so the more you write down here, the better. Go ahead and share it with us in the group. Please inspire everybody how to create marketing pieces coming from their energetic type based on who they authentically are. I'll see you in the next lesson.